Revelation 4565. From the 13th of February 1949. Training the Truth Bearers. Fighting with sword of the mouth. Everything you receive from me is necessary for you to know if you enter into a teaching activity in order to serve me. There should be no gaps in your knowledge, even if you are not able to provide exhaustive information about everything, yet you must be knowledgeable in all areas. After all, it is important to be able to meet objections and also to provide evidence that you have been instructed by forces which possess extensive knowledge which you demonstrably did not have at your disposal before. The fact that your intellect has also been specially trained by me in order to grasp the context and thus also to provide appropriate clarification is likewise a gift of grace which I bestow if the will to serve me is recognizable and allows for direct instruction. For you must be prepared that you will be asked cross and transverse questions in order to test your knowledge on the one hand or to make you fail if you are confronted as an enemy of truth. Admittedly, the opponents also claim to strive for the truth, but they prove themselves wrong, otherwise they would have to agree with you, because the truth, if it is seriously sought, is also recognizable as truth. Yet the truth is inconvenient to them, and therefore they host you as bearers of truth and try to render you harmless. And therefore I educate you such that you can refute every objection, that your knowledge will also make your enemies suspicious and they cannot reject an activity from above with conviction, even if they do it with words. And therefore I repeat the instructions again and again in order to train you as living representatives of my word who can rationally substantiate everything and thereby defeat the adversary, who therefore fight for me and my kingdom with the sword of the mouth. I will make you able to speak, and not only driven by my spirit, but the intellect will also receive and likewise profess the knowledge which the spirit has conveyed to it through the heart. Then the human being can indeed be convinced that I direct his thoughts correctly and unhesitatingly devote himself to solving the most difficult problems, if this is demanded by opponents, and he will always be able to understand and explain himself, for which great knowledge would be necessary if it had been imparted to him in a scholastic way. I want to make you fit for the work in my vineyard, and all areas shall therefore be opened up to you. For the opponents will approach you from all sides and want to reject your teachings. But a good teacher invalidates all objections which are held against him with hostile intent. A good teacher is even able to convince the adversary, and he will always spread his knowledge even if the intention to reject it prevails and the teacher is hindered in his activity. The truth itself asserts itself, and that the truth has its right representatives I will see to it, who is the eternal truth myself and wants to guide people into truth. I will provide my servants on earth with every ability which ensures successful work for my kingdom. I will impart knowledge to them which has a convincing effect and can be recognized as divine wisdom by anyone who seriously examines and allows himself to be taught. Amen.